Okay, Math 95, this is Professor Sue. I'm back with part 2 of section 7.6, which is variation. So if the first two problems or examples, which were taken from the homework, if those two didn't help you as much and you need a couple more problems, I'm going to do two more for you right here. So this is a good one. And again, I'm going to underline like I did in the previous video. So z varies directly as the square root of x. Varies directly, we know that that means the k is on top next to the square root of x. So varies directly means the k is on top, all the variables are on top, and we read left to right. So z varies directly as the square root of x. Okay, and we've got something going out, something else going on. Z varies inversely also as y cubed. That's a cubed. So what I'm going to do is, since I know it also varies inversely, inversely means k's on top, the other letter's on the bottom. K is already on top. I'm going to put y to the third power on the bottom. So we've got two things going on. We've got a varies directly as the square root of x on top. So that goes on top, the square root of x. K is always going to go on top. K will never go on the bottom. So K just always sits on top. But then I also have inversely as y is cubed, or y, and you know y cubed is y times y times y. So that's inversely, so that's on the bottom. So here's our startup, and let's see, let's underline. We know z is 91, I'm sorry, wow. When x equals 9 and y equals 7. Okay. So let me stop there. That's the first step. So z is 91, x is 9, and y is 7. We're going to plug everything in and get k. So plug everything in and get k. Okay. So z is 91, and I'm just following this formula right here. I'm just following that formula. K we don't know. We're looking for k. X is 9, so that's the square root of 9 over y is 7. So that's 7 cubed, or 7 times 7 times 7. Okay, let's see if we can simplify this a bit. What's the square root of 9? What number times itself will get us to 9? If we don't know, we can bring in the trusty calculator. And square root is down here. Whoops, I don't think you can see it. Square root is second x squared. So I'm going to hit second x squared, and then the square root symbol comes in. I'm going to put 9, and I'm going to go above the 9 and put in a parenthesis. Let me bring that down a little bit. So that was second x squared. Close the parenthesis, 3. So the square root of 9 is 3. So 91 equals k times 3 over 7 cubed. I don't know what 7 cubed is off the top of my head. So I'm going to plug in 7, and there's a little raised to the power, which is right under clear. Let me show you where that is. Right under clear is raised to the power 3. So that means 7 raised to the 3rd power. I'm going to hit enter. So 7 cubed is 343. I'm going to put that underneath. So this shouldn't be here. This is my mistake. Let me rewrite that. 91 equals k times 3 over 343. Okay, I'm going to solve that. I'm going to put a 1 under the 91. And again, I'm going to cross multiply. Okay. And I know you've done that before in 90. So I'm going to take 91 times 343. And when I punch that in, I'm going to get 31213. And k times 3 is just k3, or we like to say in math 3k. And 3k times 1 is just 3k. Good so far? Now I need to solve for k. So how do I get that k alone? I'm going to divide both sides by 3. Okay. Let's see what it says. Do they want us to leave it as a fraction? It doesn't say. It just says round your answer to the nearest hundredth. Okay. So I'm going to leave k as this ugly fraction. So k is, since we had to in the last, if you want to divide that out, you can. I'm going to leave it as a fraction. So here's my formula that I'm going to use to finish this. Z equals, oh, this is going to be ugly. But we have our calculator, so it shouldn't be too bad. So here's the formula. I'm leaving this as a fraction. That's just my k. Here's my square root of x, and here's my y cubed, and here's my z. So let's see what they're giving us for this. Let's see. Find z. I'm just going to go back for a sec. Find z if x equals 16 and y equals 4. Okay? So I want to find z if x equals 16 and y equals 4. Okay, let me rewrite that formula for you. Z equals, sorry about that, z equals 3 divided by 3 times the square root of x over y cubed. Okay, so we want to find z if x is 16, so 16's going in here, and 4 is going in here. So I'm just plugging all these in. Okay, just plug it in the 16 for X and the 4 for Y. Now we really got to use the calculator on this. This is really too messy. Okay. So let's see what we got. I'm going to put in my fraction first. Let me get a good spot here. So I'm going to punch in 3, 1, 2, 1, 3 divided by 3, close it up, times, and I'm going to do another parenthesis, second x squared, and that brings up my square root, and x is 16, so I'm punching that in, and I'm going to do a double parenthesis. I'm going to put 2 parentheses in there. Okay, that's my full top, and let's see what I get. Okay, 41617.33. So I get 41617.33, and I'm going to divide that. Let's see what 4 to the 3rd power is. That's my bottom, 64. Okay, or you could do 4 times 4 times 4. So that's my bottom. Okay, so from here, I went to here. I'm just going to divide that out, and that's going to give me my Z. Okay, so let's see what we get. Bring that down. 41617. 64. And I'm going to round this to the 100th spot, and there's a 0. So I'm just going to leave this at 650.27 because they want you to round it. So Z equals 650.27. Okay, that took up quite a long time, so I am going to have to do one more video for the 4th problem. So if you're okay with the 3, well, let's do this. If you're okay with the 3, let me know. If you need to see one more, send me an email and I'll do the last one for you. But I'll post these right away to D2L along with the sheet, the worksheet, and see how it goes. And if you still need help, let me know. And like I said, I'll post that 4th problem for you. Okay, good luck.